video game that comes out in like a week if I want to get it day of. But pre-ordering a game that's months out or even years out from being released, it's like you are asking to get ripped off.
Yeah. God, it has been a while since I tested this game. I don't think any of this stuff was out the last time I played this.
They gotta milk it for everything it's worth, apparently.
Yeah, like, the stuff I already have is because it was out when I got this version of the game, which is like which came bundled with the following. So it also has the Bozak Horde and whatever Cuisine Cargo is. Yeah, it's honestly amazing how much support they've had for this game considering how long it's been out.
When did this game come out? I don't remember hearing anything about it.
Well, consider this. The first of these updates is from 2017, but the game was out for like 2-3 years before that.
Jesus.
Yeah, like this game's been getting like a little bit of stuff for a long time.
Honestly, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. God. I remember getting this game, and I probably got it in the worst way possible, which is my dad just torrented it for me. It wasn't the worst way possible.
Can't believe you're a criminal.
It wasn't the worst way possible, because honestly, pirating games is fine. I don't care. These are the guys, like, sure, it sucks if it's from an indie studio, but these are the guys who did Dud. These are from the guys who did Dud. Bleh. Why can I not say Dead? Dead Island. So I think they're fine.
Dud Island.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason it was the worst is because he got this once, you know, it was pirated, so I couldn't update the game or anything. So it had all the special bugs and stuff inside of it. I believe it was like
great.
I think it was like 1.07 or something. It had this one particular bug in it where certain menus you just could not do any inputs on, so you just soft locked your game. The nice thing is, those menus only show up for side activities, and as long as you never went into an infected den, the menu would just disappear after a while. A long while, but yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, do you want to use any of these do you want to use any of these Instagram filters for our game?
Like, these are all so intense, I feel like they'd get annoying instantly.
I don't know, 1975 doesn't look that bad. We'll just leave it on default, and then we'll turn on 1975 later, cause yeah, alright. God, yeah, okay. Jeez, it has been a while since I played this game. Let's see. Interesting thing to note is that if you make a character in, say, the base campaign, you take them into the following, which is the DLC, but then you can take that character back from the following into the base game. Which is relevant, because the following gives you a crossbow, which is perhaps good. Alright. Yeah, also there's sort of a there's like a pseudo New Game Plus. It's never really said like that, but like, in the advanced options, you can play the game. Oh man, they added, okay. Yeah, you can basically play the game and have it start from any given main quest, which is neat. Yeah. Also, in one of the updates they added difficulties to the game, but when they add the difficulties, I don't believe they had a way to switch the difficulty from a started save file. Alright. Yeah, so I do have my issues with the difficulties because they don't scale. It's weird. Yeah. Like, hard mode it just doesn't scale. Also, please tell me subtitles are on.
Briefing. Data on the subject.
Oh, thank God.
local political figure hired to maintain order after the outbreak. His brother Hassan died in a disease-related incident before we were able to evacuate him. Suleiman blamed the GRE for Hassan's death. He stole a highly sensitive file which became his bargaining chip against the GRE, with instructions to publicize it if anything happened to him. Data on the subject. The stolen file.
In 10 seconds.
It details the incomplete process of synthesizing a cure for the virus. If implemented in its current state, the produced substance may be extremely toxic.
Now.
Also, the file contains full description of the virion's structure. Any attempt to use it would result in countless lives lost. It must be recovered.
What's so funny?
Further information, current status. Suleiman sent the
I
file
don't
to
know,
an
the way
associate
the
unknown
dude
to
telling
us,
you to
with
jump
instructions
sounded
to
like he was
publicize
off
it at his
mic in
command
your
at any
room.
time.
Was
To
very
counter that, we
funny.
instituted a citywide communication
Yeah, to be
jam,
fair, I think that
preventing
was
him from
intentional.
publicizing the
They
file.
didn't want to like
Your
drown out this
GRE
very
issued
important
radio can
exposition
overcome
you're
that
gonna
jamming.
forget about.
It is your lifeline.
Oh, it was definitely intentional.
Suleiman
It
has
just
gone underground and begun
did
using a
sound like
different
you had a
name. We have
conversation
reason
going
to
on
believe
your
he now
end.
leads one of the two main factions operating within the city. You are to find Suleiman and
I'm gonna be
locate the
perfectly
stolen
honest.
file in order to save mankind
I
from
come.
a disaster.
Okay,
of
to be fair, I was a lot
unprecedented
younger when I
proportions.
played this game, so you know I wasn't paying that much attention. But we're going to completely forget this entire opening sequence. Like we're not going to remember any of the exposition.
Oh, absolutely not.
Also, look at all these guys come out of literally nowhere.
I told you that wasn't a normal drop
Because
suit.
he literally looked around to check if there was anyone in the vicinity before dropping, and he didn't see these
All
guys.
of you!
Stop. Loud noises draw them.
Come on, Devs, you can do better.
God, Kyle Crane is just completely worthless. Look at this.
He gets here and he immediately gets beat to shit
Fall back.
by
Yeah.
just some guys.
Yeah, sure, he pulled a gun on them, but he just stood there and let the dude with the pipe out of his line of sight. Also, keep an eye on this guy. It's very important we understand that he might actually be worse than Kyle Crane is at his job.
Let's get him off the street.
Alright, here we go. We're inside, being chased.
Get the door open.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think there's a door there, but he does just stand there.
God, why does everyone suck at their jobs?
I really don't know. So, fun fact about this game, but the story is that it was originally meant to be more like Left 4 Dead with
Tower,
4 playable
this is Jade.
characters.
Get sick bay ready.
So, like, Jade here is
Got a
one
guy
of
with a
them.
bad head
Okay.
wound.
Yeah, Jade
the
here
bites on one arm.
was one of the original playable characters. I
Amir,
think Amir
gone.
might have been one of them.
But I'm bringing in
It's a
someone
little
who
hard
might
to
still
say,
survive.
mostly because it's been forever since I looked
With
this up. But maybe they literally just killed him off to explain why he's not in the plot. Maybe they just came
Just
up with
write
him.
him out.
It doesn't matter. The fact that he died isn't really going to be relevant for it's really not super relevant. Like, people are going to make comments about how Amir's dead, but like his impact on the plot is no. You know?
He existed and then he died, and we're all very sad about it.
Yeah, it's just to give a bit of drama about why Kyle Crane here is
What if he's a zombie?
perhaps not that popular around the tower. I'm gonna be honest, it's only used in like 6 lines from now on. It's been a while, but I know that much.
Great.
Anyway, yeah, welcome to Haran. It is constantly smoking.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Let's see. Fun fact. I remember there being like, yeah, this is an actual QR code here. I don't remember what it leads to, but it's an actual QR code. Like, if you scan that, it leads to a
That's
thing.
neat.
Yeah.
If only my phone could scan QR codes.
Yeah, same. Anyway, let's get through basic introduction before I start talking about the setup here.
You sleep for 3 days like a dead man, then scare children. Off to a great start, 31.
Where am I?
In paradise, can't you see? Okay, enough joking around. Head to room 190. The boss will brief you.
What do you mean 31?
Ask the boss.
Yeah. So welcome to the tower.
31. That's your number.
Yes, I was under the impression that I was called 31 by that dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Salma.
Thank you.
Your number.
Great
Your
exposition.
infected. I'm the 18th. Everything is counted here. 1 fewer doses of antizin. 1 more new infected. 1 more runner gone.
Yeah, so the infection here kind of works on Dead Rising rules, where you need not Zombrex on a fairly regular basis, or else you'll turn into a zombie.
Okay.
It's not as bad. Like 1 dose of antizin will last you a fair chunk of time.
And you are?
Crane. 31.
Oh, right. How's your head?
My head?
Got it. Listen up. Until the boss says so, you are not on the list. So go talk to him ASAP and let's get things moving. Now, if you'll excuse me.
It's been a while. I do not remember that. Okay, to be fair, right, I don't think you don't really go into sickbay that much, and I'm pretty sure this entire floor here just disappears after a thing in the plot happens.
Great.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Antizen's a bit more generous than Zombrex is. You can go for a fair chunk of time without, going off and zombifying. Although, it's a little hard to say because, again, you only zombify on plot time. It's not like Dead Rising where there's a timer mechanic.
God, Dead Rising's like a good game.
It really is, as long as you accept how janky it's gonna be.
Listen, I think a lot of games, you just kind of need to accept that the controls are gonna be weird, and you need to take the game on its own terms.
Oh no, it's
And then you'll have a lot of fun.
oh no, it's great. I played through all of frickin' Dead Rising 2.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. I have heard complaints. Yeah, I even managed to beat it without, using the slightly odd gimmick where at any point you can just New Game Plus yourself back to the start.
Why?
Because the game's kind of ridiculous. It's like a band-aid measure in case you fall behind on the timer and get a bad ending.
Okay.
Hey, I'm looking for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, You wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
We call it the Tower. Brecken and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your antizin was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me,
He's
pal,
gonna
that's
throw
not
it
the
off
case.
this building.
Raheem's role in the plot is to be a little shit.
You know why runners put their lives in danger? For guys like you. So now you take the antizin meant for someone else, and you won't even share your gear with us?
Dude, you could
I
have
don't
just
time
kept the
to deal with
radio.
your bullshit. I've lost contact with one of our guys.
You
thanks to the fucked up
you
radios
did
we're
not
sending.
have to hand it over.
Do something for me, would you? I don't want to see you or your precious radio anymore. So go be useful somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Lazy assholes here in the tower.
Hey.
I
be
feel
fair,
like
I'm
the
not-
scene should
I'm
have
not
been
lazy,
longer
I'm
for
just
him to
a
have that sort of reaction.
That last guy I mentioned, he's only on the 13th floor, but he might as well be trapped in a mine cave-in. Come back later.
Hey, Raheem.
And I'm not the boss. Too young, remember? I'm Rahim. Brecken's in charge here.
Like, okay, I'm gonna make 2 notes. First off, Brecken's not even in the tower right now. He's actually on. He's on a thing to get he's on a run to get supplies, which I believe that's actually in the promo material. I think one of the trailers for the game is from Raheem's perspective. Sorry, no, Brecken's perspective on the mission. Brecken was one of the other playable characters for this game. Also, Raheem, you really could be helping out. Like, Raheem is a runner. He's definitely capable of fighting zombies.
I'm lazy. Little shit.
Nice, you got him, Kane.
Kyle Crane.
Crane, whatever his name is.
Where do you think you're going?
13th floor. I'm getting some stuff for Raheem.
13? Shit. That's gonna be some dirty work. But we all got to pull our weight around here, huh?
By the way, I will say it. It's gonna be really obvious, but this plot is absolute fucking C-tier material. It's great.
Good. Listen, as long as it's bad in a fun way, it's fine.
We'll definitely be making fun of it. Look, I don't know why we checked the carriage like this. Why the hell would there be a baby in there?
What? Yeah, there's just a baby sitting there.
Also, it's really convenient that the only thing we have is the radio,
Train here.
which is vital for our mission.
We've been waiting for your report. It's been over 70 hours.
I lost my radio for a while. Don't worry. My cover's
Yeah, I
intact.
immediately got beat to shit and then passed out.
Unable to confirm identity. Taking
Yeah.
steps to blend in.
Yeah, fun fact. So,
Time is
essentially,
of the
what's
essence,
special about this
remember?
radio is that it's the only
There's one
one
more
that
thing.
can bypass
I
the
got bitten.
big-ass signal
I've shown
jam
those
that's going
symptoms,
on
but
over
the
the
people here
city
say
to
I'm
keep
infected.
quiet.
Then you'd better get your hands on some antacid ASAP.
Okay.
Hadn't you?
Help!
Somebody!
What the hell?
The other thing is, yes, that blue filter just appears every time you talk to your freaking buddies. So they're definitely the good guys.
Why?
They're definitely the good guys.
Yeah, I trust them.
Alright. So here's the combat tutorial. There isn't one.
This is a Silent Hill 2 kick. I love that it's like 4 frames.
It's great.
I cut my arm, getting away from him. Oh, God. You had to kill him, didn't you? God damn it! That was my brother. I came down to see him and...
Easy, easy. It's all right now. I'll get help.
Hey, buddy, what was your
Raheem,
brother
this is Crane.
doing down
Down
here?
on 13. Listen, this guy of yours got
Yeah.
fucked up pretty bad.
Like,
getting
no
away from
one
the
is living
zombies.
down here. You cannot convince me of that.
31? You went after Mark?
Oh, god. Right, this game does that thing where sometimes the audio comes out of your controller instead. Let me turn that off.
Oh.
Yeah, it works. It's neat. I don't think it's a good idea for streaming.
Yeah.
Is it safe down there?
Maybe not.
Yeah, well, it's safe enough now.
Okay, don't move.
There we
I'm
go.
sending Lena downstairs.
Yeah, it definitely sounds better coming out of the controller to me, but that might just be because I have headphones That might just be because it's louder and therefore not being muffled. Oh. Ah, lame. I can't do any looting until we talk to this guy again. Also, buddy, the cut...
Boo.
Surely the cut's not that bad if it's... Like...
Hey, hold still. Lena will be here any minute.
What did you cut yourself
To
on?
find some gauze. Oh, and alcohol. Combine them. That will stop the bleeding.
Harry.
I try to stay calm, okay? I'll be right back.
Use your crafting menu to stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Let's see. What is the loot sense button again? Is it... There is a... There we go. It's the interact key. Duh. No, it's X, not square. Oh yeah, we also have an actual flashlight. And unlike most horror games, it works.
Oh. Yeah, it seems to be like a actually functioning flashlight.
Yeah, it's got dynamic shadows and everything.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. The reason it's a little off-center is because technically we just strapped the flashlight to our right shoulder, which is why it's like that.
Oh, we've got a, what, Silent Hill flashlight type of thing?
Sorta? It might literally... For all I know, it's an actual flashlight we just duct tape to our shoulder and we're just clicking the button whenever we want it to turn on. But you know, modern problems require modern solutions. Yeah, this game is good. It's dumb, but it's good. And you'll hear me say that a lot.
Listen, sometimes
Okay, I think that's everything.
stupid games are
Give
fun.
this a shot.
Yeah. Like, this game has good lighting, too.
Yeah, honestly, it looks really nice.
Yeah, like, when did this game come out again? Like, 2015, 2016?
That's what we're gauging it as. Let me look it up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's a recipe I don't remember.
2015.
Yeah, 2015. Okay, yeah, so 10 and 12, I guess this is like a free update or something. So, we've got a couple of extra, like, recipes now.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
we can make custom weapons. More importantly, right now, we want to make medkits. Yes, you do have to see... yes, you do have to watch that bar fill up for literally every medkit you craft in the entire game.
That just seems inconvenient.
Yeah, you cannot mass craft them. Hey, buddy, that looks like a bit more than a cut.
He's bleeding pretty bad.
Let me see him. Goes in alcohol, huh? Pretty primitive, but it'll work.
I mean, it still makes...
Listen, I wasn't giving him surgery. It's first aid.
I'll take care
Yeah.
of him from here.
Lady, I'm pretty sure we have like 0 antibiotics in this entire city.
31. Not bad for a new guy. Perhaps I misjudged you.
I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
Good.
God,
Very convincing.
You can do that.
yeah. God, they do a really good job disguising the fact that these are like... They do a really good job of simulating, like, distances from here. It's great.
Yeah, like it's a JPEG, but it's a believable JPEG.
Yeah. Also, again, I don't understand why Raheem couldn't have come down here. He is a runner for the tower. Which means he's actually trained to deal with
'Cause
zombies.
he's mean.
Because he's dumb. The biggest thing he does for the plot is die.
Oh, great. Spoilers!
Oh yeah, sure. You know, it hasn't been 60 years or anything, no.
Alright, taken care of. Piece of cake. What else you got for me?
Well, let me think.
Raheem, you are just smart enough to be dangerous, you know that? Omar told me about your plans for the nest. Explosive charges? Really?
Yeah, that's everything Raheem's
Explosives
involved
won't
with.
be that.
Every cutscene he
You can't
shows
tell a
up in
convincing
is
lie to
basically
save
him
your life.
getting drunk and
No,
talking
I'm
about how we're
doing-
gonna
Yeah.
blow up the nest.
You think you can't die?
You're not my mom.
No, I'm not. Our mom's dead. So you might want to be a little nicer to me since I'm the only family you have left. Especially
Oh my god, no. Bad exposition, bad.
Jade, right?
Write your lines better.
I wanted to thank you for what you did for me and tell you how sorry I am for your loss.
Look, this is a game
you and
where
me
your
in my
introduction to the
Yeah,
main villain
we
is
do.
him shooting his own
You
men in
wanna
the
return
back.
favor? Keep my dipshit brother from killing himself.
God.
Just for shits and giggles.
No explosives, Rahim.
Like, I feel like that last line would have been great to explain their family relationship. Instead of her being like, no, because our mom's dead, and you're the only family I have left. And I'm expositing our relationship for the sake of the audience.
Right. This game's fun. It's got little collectibles, and it's got... For some reason, this is one of those games that actually has Easter eggs, which is nice, including just a whole-ass Mario level and Plants vs. Zombies.
More, I feel like Easter eggs have really become uncommon, which sucks because they're fun.
So, is that
Yeah,
enough?
like these aren't just like,
Let's start
oh
the
hey,
working
we
now.
put a little image
go
in
change
there
your
or
clothes.
something.
I left
No,
some new
you
ones for you in
full
your
ass
room.
play
You're in
a
194.
2D Mario
Something
level
wrong with
in
what
a
I'm
first
wearing?
You need
person
something that fits the job Brecken
in a
wants you
first
to do.
person parkour game.
Call me when you've changed.
You can even get
Good.
hell, you can even get a Tanuki suit as just an item you can use if you jump into a hidden block.
That's wonderful.
Hell, they even have a mock-up of one of the Plants vs. Zombies levels, using entirely assets from this game's art style, so it looks really dumb. Yeah. Alright. So, this is our protagonist. He looks stupid.
Oh, look at that generic man.
Yeah. Thankfully, we have the DLC, so we have instant access to a couple other ones. We've got Master Scavenger. We've got Ninja. Special Agent and Urban Explorer. Which one should this be? Because we're only going to see this man's hands and his legs, but the mental image of him interacting straight face with everyone dressed up like this is great.
Honestly, yeah, the ninja outfit is really good.
Yeah. Alright. So until we find something better, Kyle
Okay,
Crane is now
ready.
dressed like
Find
this.
Brecken.
Not so fast, 31.
Great.
This is awful, I hate
We
it.
have to find out if you've got the skills. So get your ass up to the gym. It's on the top floor. Just a couple flights up.
Woo.
I'm sorry, we're going to the gym?
Yeah, so basically, runners aren't trained in combat or anything. Their specific distinction is that they move fast because they know parkour. This is gonna be awful because we're gonna keep remembering we're dressed up like a ninja. I have no idea how Raheem got to the other building to use that.
Listen, don't think about it.
Waiting for. Get over here.
We won't.
This is Mirror's Edge now.
Oh. Is there... Oh, right, yeah, this game has a slightly odd control scheme. It works, but it's weird. So, okay, so your basic attack is on R1. What do you think the jump is mapped to?
I don't know, one of the buttons?
It's right there on screen, Ash.
Circle?
It's freaking R2. One of the triggers.
That's... why? Why would it be on one of the triggers?
Who knows?
Like, I barely even play games that use triggers as a control scheme, but I know that they're usually not for big important things.
Yeah. I will say, if you're anxious about heights, this is very good about making you want to just curl up and die.
Uh-huh.
You can hear the wind whistling, the creaking of metal.
I have every phobia.
If you're on a thin enough platform, you're all wobbly because you're trying to keep your balance.
Ah.
God, I'm going to regret putting on the ninja outfit because I've literally never worn it before and it looks very goofy. Oh, hey, look, it's the dude from Punch-Out.
It's very silly.
I've never noticed that before. This is a Punch-Out.
Is it?
He looks like he's from Punch-Out, okay?
Oh.
Either that or he's just generic boxer man. Alright.
Either that or he's just a boxer.
Alright, so let's do some testing. This is a one-time thing. This is the only point in the entire game where you can where that happens.
Welcome to our gym. First things
They
first,
can't let
you've
you
got to learn how to
die
What do you mean learn how to
in the
run?
tutorial.
Just do what I say. All right?
Oh, they can.
Now,
The thing
down to the very
is,
bottom.
we're not allowed to jump down there because we haven't started the parkour tutorial yet.
Nuts, I'd kill myself.
don't be a wimp.
Come on, you can't be serious.
Watch this.
Crane is so whiny, like all the time.
To be fair, we were just asked to jump into a trash pit
I was just fucking
from
with you.
this high up.
What? You can't take a joke?
As if you would do any better when asked to do this, because this would definitely kill you so many times.
Here's the thing, I would never be in this situation.
Yeah, rip to Crane, but you're built different.
Yeah. No, legitimately, I'm just built different. I would not be here.
Yeah, you would not have gotten onto this crane in the first place.
No, I
Alright,
would have turned around and I would have gone home.
well it's time to prove our ninja way. We're going to... That was bad. I'm going to try and work in a stupid ninja pun every once in a while if we're going to be
Don't
dressed
blow your
like
load
this.
just yet. There's more. To survive outside, you got to take advantage of the terrain. Most eaters suck at climbing, so the harder the terrain is, the better for you. I've got some typical situations set up for you. Let's see how you handle them.
Alright, this is one of those universes where we're not allowed to say zombie.
Oh, of course.
I can't
No,
remem-
wait, I think he did say zombie.
Yeah, to be specific,
Crane said zombie, but no one else has.
yeah, I think the way it works is everyone just uses a different word for it, which I think is the best solution, really.
Honestly, that's really fun.
Also, I just realized,
Like,
this is the only game I've heard eaters use as a euphemism for zombie. The only other time I've heard eater used as
God.
it is for the Resi 2 dub.
Try not to slow down once you start running. Outside, if you stop,
but, like, I love universes where no one is consistent on, like, the lore. Like, everyone just has a different name for it. It's great. It's very human.
Yeah.
alright, get up on that scaffold. And don't fall, because there sure as hell ain't no net. That's my favorite.
I will say the clambering in this game sucks.
You won't survive outside for 10 minutes if you can't do that.
You cannot look away from... You have to stare at the ledge when you're doing that, because looking away from it is how you prep for a jump.
Huh. That
Anytime...
looks finicky.
Yeah.
Time for the
What's really finicky is this one for some reason.
make use of anything and everything while you
Like, I'm sure you can find entire fucking compilations of people just struggling to make the one jump from this wall to that thing right there.
Huh.
Who knows? Maybe they fixed it in the patch. I swear, I remember struggling with that jump really hard when I first played this game. Or maybe it was this jump. Who knows? It's first-person platforming.
You got some serious natural talent, man. Either that, or you've done this before. You've done this before?
Hardly. Closest I ever came to this was running track in high school.
Well, then you're a fucking prodigy. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah. Anyway, this game does have, like, leveling mechanics, so... Oh, right, zombies.
Oh.
This happens occasionally, but we're about to get a dose of antizin, so it's not going to happen for a long-ass time after this.
Raheem, what just happened to me?
Oh shit. I bet you're having your first seizure. Just get back over here.
Yes, this is definitely a seizure.
Yeah, uh-huh. Okay. You know, words just can mean anything, apparently.
Yeah. Rip to literally everyone who's ever had a seizure, but Kyle Crane is just built different. Yeah, God, what was I saying? Oh, right. So, in case, like, the climb animation seems slow to you, don't worry about that. It will get faster once we've leveled up our agility skill enough.
Oh, there are skills in this game. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you get experience for doing stuff. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thankfully it's not like Skyrim where there's a different experience bar for literally everything. In this game, it's just split into 4 experience pools now, which are agility, combat, survival, and legend. You get agility from, doing clambering.
Okay.
You get combat from beating up zombies. You get survival from doing, like, quests and stuff, or doing certain side objectives. And you get legend experience once you've actually maxed out one of the other experience bars. Legend experience.
Huh.
Yeah, legend experience is like,
Interesting.
it's something. We'll get to it later.
Raheem, what the fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely no. At least not yet. Caesars reminds you that you're infected. You better go see Dr. Zera though. He'll check you out, probably give you a shot of antizin. Before you head out to see Zera, talk to the quartermaster. He'll gear you up so you can go outside without getting your head bitten off.
Still, you have to admit, considering the other games Techland has made, which are Dead Island, this is a pretty big step up in terms of like.
Dead Island.
Yeah, I don't know why the word "dead" just eludes me today.
Like, it is nice to see a studio that is notorious for being for making a bad game come back with a similar genre and just do it better. We love improvement.
So good.
Yeah.
And once Dr. Zera helps me manage these symptoms I'm dealing with, I'll be even better.
Heck, this game even has a multiplayer. Like from day one.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want, you can faff about with friends.
Is it like a PvP type thing?
Okay, there's 2 kinds.
Because I think someone in chat was asking about that.
Yeah, hey Apex Predator. Specifically, there's 3 kinds of multiplayer now technically, but nah, I don't think that 3rd kind is in this game. So, there's co-op where you literally you do literally everything as if it was a normal campaign, but now there's 2 of you, or 4 of you. And then there's a special mode called Be the Zombie, where, it's asynchronous. One person plays as a very special kind of zombie type and, goes after people. And, oh, this is new. Alright. Well, we might as well grab them. It's not like they're on timers or anything. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Be the Zombie's an interesting one because I have played it a bit.
Oh, you're the new scout. Raheem radioed me about you.
Yeah, that's me. Name's Crane.
I'm not gonna bother learning your name till you survive a few days, but here, this is for you. By the way, word around the tower is you're just another deadbeat in line for food or antizin. By which I mean, the people here don't much like you. But don't blame them. It's easy to get paranoid when you're isolated. And since somebody's jamming communications to the outside, there's plenty of paranoia to
God,
go
this
around.
dude's head moves so much all the time.
Don't worry, this is the only cutscene he's properly part of.
From the airdrops, though, and you'll see people change their tunes in a hurry. That shit's a game changer.
Thanks. I'll bear that in mind. Listen, is there anything else? I'm in a bit of a rush.
Also, if you're looking to get more popular, you can try helping folks.
Do
a
side
few
quests.
favors, they might like you more. Might even find a woman. Keep you warm at night.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, Be the Zombie mode is interesting. It's basically built around trying to catch hunters out when... It's basically built around... If you're the zombie, it's built around just trying to catch, survivors out of position because... yeah, the way it works is more evolved zombies have basically don't like sunlight.
Going outside, yeah?
So,
Huh.
yeah, you as the hunter,
Okay,
basically,
you guy, be
if
careful
they have a
out there.
UV light pointed at you, you
Too many
cannot attack them, and you go down in a couple hits.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of that mode for the zombie, at least, is just you know, trying to catch survivors when they're in the middle of an animation, so you can kill them.
And head due south. You can't miss it.
Because
Crane, kid.
yeah, your basic attack is like a ranged lunge thing,
There's no time to take in the sight.
where you yeah, but mid lunge they kind of get spun around towards you, and if they have their light on, you can't kill them because your stamina runs out, and therefore the lunge gets cancelled. So now you're defenseless in front of a very angry dude.
Great.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Although I do think the progression's kind of stupid, because if you're playing as a zombie, you have literally 0 powers other than the basic attack until you level up. But when you level up, you can just take perks that give you new moves, and it's not like a card system or anything. You just have all these moves available to you. But you can't get certain moves unless you But you can't get certain moves unless you get all the other moves and like prestige the character and give up all the moves and start over from the beginning. Believe me, trying to actually like compete with survivors as a level 0 infected with 0 powers is brutal, and it sucks.
Doctor? Hello? Anybody there?
Camden, are you there?
So I'm supposed to get a vaccine?
What? No. Suppressant. It's called antizin. Suppresses the symptoms. Here, sit. Antizin postpones
Buddy, how do
the
you not know how
inevitable.
antizin works? You literally
There's the
dropped in with
GRE
some just in case you got infected.
Inevitable. So there's no cure?
Like, is he
Variation
pretending to not know?
There's no cure right now, but you see,
I
I've
think
been running tests on
Crane is
both
just
antizin
legitimately this
and
dumb.
infected tissue. A cure is possible.
He might, maybe his organization just picked the
you really
dumbest soldier they had.
Camden's help
I mean,
yes,
to be
I
fair,
think so.
it's
Also, what is our objective? I totally was not paying attention in the opening
Who's Dr.
cutscene.
Camden?
A colleague trapped in
basically
Citizen.
the way it works is
Outbreak first,
we've been
well,
sent in to track down some
We've been
dude named
collaborating
Suleiman or
via
something,
radio.
because
Though we would have made more
Okay.
progress if the connection were better.
how did it work? I think
Also,
it's
if
just
my earlier experiments had borne
he was
fruit,
like a diplomat or something. His brother died before they could extract him, and so he stole a bunch of files from the GRE, including
leaving them around the city,
basically all the research notes they had on the virus
observe
and the vaccine
document
research
those
they were
notes.
doing.
But they didn't?
So our job is to get that back and make sure he doesn't
Huh.
upload it to the internet along,
I'm ashamed
because
I
the current
wasted so
iteration is
much
toxic
time
and
on it.
deadly,
No
and
reason to hold
also
any
the file
antizin
has an
reserve
exact
for that.
replica of how to recreate the virus, because, you know.
All right.
Oh fuck.
So our job is basically to get him and get the file. So yeah, our job is basically to get him and get the file before he can like upload it, and so that the GRE can actually work to get the
Raheem,
research back
Sarah
or
checked me
something.
out
I
and
don't
gave me
know.
another shot.
The GRE is basically freaking.
Huh. Okay.
The GRE is like Umbrella adjacent.
Bossing you around. So, time for a real trial.
I mean, to be fair, every zombie story is living in the shadow of Resident Evil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, level up. Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so again, we've got 4 of these, and Legend, again, we have to max out one of these other skill trees to start getting Legend experience. Yeah, so the first one is just, the first skill you have to take. Little skill trees, there's some neat stuff in here, even if some of them aren't that amazing.
Okay.
I think the only like really good ones for Survivor, for the basic Survivor tier, is the backpack one because it lets you carry more weapons. The boosters are neat, but for the most part, you're not going to be using them because they're consumable items. You can craft them if you get the skill, but, you know. Other than that,
okay.
Other than that, the next tier you learn how to craft more items at once, and then for the third tier you get a grappling hook.
Oh, okay then.
It's a bit of an
I
escalation,
see.
you know? I will
Just a tad.
I will say the skill tree is laid out a little weirdly, because yeah, the first tier of skills is all about making like craftable weapons and stuff. You know, little craftable items to help you out. You can haggle for better prices, which sucks and it's stupid. You can make little booster items to increase your stats, or you can make elemental weapon, or you can make bombs and grenades and trap bombs and stuff like that. In the second tier, you get access to environmental traps that you can trigger. The thing is, by the time you hit second tier survival, you're not going to use these environmental traps because early on in the game, you're weak enough that dealing with 1 or 2 zombies leaves you vulnerable, and that's pretty much the best time to have these environmental traps, because once you get to the point of being able to use them, you're too strong to want to bother with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it would have made more sense to have to give you access to environmental traps first, and then give you the craftable throwing weapons second. Because like here, let me show you how bad. Yeah. So this is on normal mode, which is the original difficulty and was the only one when this game came out. Here's how hard it is to kill a zombie at level 1. That's all our stamina.
Yeah, okay, so that's like a decent amount of effort.
Yeah, like it's a struggle to fight multiple zombies at once. Although, fun fact, if you kick them in the spikes, they just die. Although the bodies of their friends do get in the way because, you know, they land on the impaled bodies and not the spikes.
You know.
What on earth is going on with this lady?
Look away.
Yeah.
The game didn't like that.
Yeah, so fun fact about this game. I actually find the game gets slightly harder when you actually max out your combats. When you max out your combat experience. Not because of anything specifically to do with...
Why?
Specifically, because when I played this game the first time, the way I could tell... An easy way to tell if a zombie dies is you get a big payout of a combat experience when a zombie dies on you. But, you know, once you max out your combat experience, you don't get combat experience anymore. So, you know. Yeah, it's not a huge thing, but you get so used to just being able to see in real time when your target dies. And then suddenly you can't anymore. God. Alright.
Why they give the zombie jiggle physics?
Who knows? God, yeah.
I'm looking at the devs and I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Oh, did I not get the job from Spike? Wait, I talked to Spike. Why did he not give me the job then? Jesus.
Talk to him again, he's lonely.
Yeah. Also, there are little like challenges you can do for extra experience. Fun fact, we're not gonna do them because that challenge right there is brutally hard without any agility upgrades.
Oh, fun.
Because, you know, if you get more agility upgrades, you move faster. Which is good, which is very useful when the agility challenges are getting from point A to point B by going through markers.
Food, first aid supplies, survival gear and such. The other kind is filled with antizin.
Spike, there is no such thing as unskilled labor, only undervalued labor.
But the trouble is,
fuck.
airdrops with antizin keep getting raided by Rise's thugs. And without antizin, we're basically screwed. Rise and his boys only operate during the day because going out after dark is a dandy way to get killed. But the next 2 antizin drops are coming down right at sunset tonight. and Brecken means to go after them. This may be our only chance to reach the airdrop.
What's my part here?
Well, as I said, going out at night is basically suicide. Or it would be if I hadn't been setting up safe zones and traps out there for weeks now, which I have. Now, Brecken and his team will be okay tonight so long as you get out there now and arm those traps. That's your part.
All right. What are these traps and how do I arm them?
You'll see. I'll be talking you through it. Just remember, without these traps, Brecken won't survive the night. And if he doesn't come back with Antizin, we are lost.
I will
Before
say
you
that's
get
a
out there,
little
grab some
dramatic
firecrackers. Make
because
them myself. They make a fine
Yeah.
distraction if you're in trouble.
buddy,
Bud. Thanks.
that's a little dramatic. Like, yes,
You were.
this is a hard-ass thing to say, but this is the perfect time to get this message in
Oh,
midair.
thanks.
Ah,
We got a great tutorial.
I love that. Yeah, it's a little mean to say, but out of all the survivors in the tower, only 30 of them are infected with zombie juice. If we can't get our hands on Antizin, those guys will turn, but, you know.
You know.
Yeah.
The car. Open the hood, connect the battery, that'll arm the trap.
Fun fact, I think this, like, memorial wall is like the devs and their family and stuff. I could be wrong. It has been a while since
That's cute.
It's been a while since I've read anything about this game, so who really knows? God. Also,
Jade here. Is anyone outside right now? Urgent help needed.
I'm outside, working for Spike.
You're Crane, right? Listen, our runners tried to secure one of our safe houses for Brecken's mission. He's in a courtyard by Vefa and Mimar, surrounded by zombies. We gotta help him.
All right, I'm on it.
yeah. Anyway, moving on to other stuff. It doesn't happen often, but it doesn't happen often, but occasionally there'll be little side quests where if you do them, it'll have, you know, something will change in the tower. Like, you know, there's a request to gather some herbs and stuff to start a garden, and then there'll be a garden on the rooftop. Little stuff, you know? The big
Oh, neat.
Yeah, the bigger thing
It's the little things.
yeah. The bigger thing, and perhaps the more important one, is the safe house system. Where, you know, every once in a while there's a thing where you... Oh, jeez. I don't remember these guys. It's been a while. They've added a bunch of stuff to this game since I played it.
Okay, Jade, I'm here, along with some infected.
It's almost like you're playing a brand new game.
Oh, right, there's weapon degradation, which, you know, I'm fine with. This is the kind of game... This is...
Oh.
It's not that bad. You can fix... It's not that bad, because you can fix up your weapons just using some metal parts you can pick up off of basic zombies.
Alright.
That was the wrong
Like,
button.
I'm not against weapon degradation, it's a fine line between being a challenge and being annoying.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think the big thing is that... Yeah, you can fix up your weapons, but you can only fix them up a certain amount of times. It's not really that much of a thing, but, you know. It's just to stop you from getting, like, say, one really overpowered weapon and using nothing but that for the rest of the time. Although there are skills that although there is a skill that gives you a chance to not use a repair when you repair a weapon, which means you could theoretically use one weapon forever.
You know, if you're incredibly lucky.
For this guy.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
All right. Finish it. Just don't let him suffer.
Yeah, important thing about this guy, he's actually a variant of zombie known as the Runner.
Okay.
Very dangerous because they move.
Oh.
Had no
Yeah, runners are dangerous. They're the penalty for making a ton of noise in this game.
Ah.
Yeah, runners are dangerous because they're very fast, because they can actually run and they can climb buildings. And, you know, they're zombies. They have infinite stamina. They're practically relentless. They're relentless compared to you. So, yeah, they can be quite dangerous early game when you have basically nothing.
How's it coming? Got the lights on?
Almost. Just give me a second.
Alright. Not a huge amount to say, because this game is not like this game isn't quite like the other ones we've been having, which are
Crane here.
You know.
Report.
Okay, I met this doctor, scientist type.
Yeah,
They
this
got him
is
set up in a sort of research
definitely a
trailer and
slow
he's looking for a
burner.
cure for the virus.
Yeah, it gets fast. It gets faster, but like there's not as much happening on a moment-to-moment basis in terms of like stuff to talk about.
Maintain your cover and secure all of his research.
And it's not aggressively bad like the last
Your
couple
stolen
games we've
file still
played.
takes top priority though, right?
Affirmative. We find it unlikely that a single researcher
Okay, let's be
will
fair,
develop a
Praise was only
trailer
aggressively
produces
bad in the last
significant
hour,
results.
but who boy was it.
We want to see it.
Prey only got bad when it started sending you through 30 minutes of load zones.
Like that one.
Yeah.
More spots picked out for future safe zones. Spike will mark them on your map later. And Crane, thank you. Back to you, Spike.
Right now, you need to get back to our main task and arm the next trap. There's another car close by.
Got it.
Right, there is Skyrim lockpicking in this game.
Great.
Alright, we are out of lockpicks.
Unfortunate.
Alright, well, we'll take the stun skill, which is nice. We'll go into our inventory and put this water pipe in instead of a regular pipe. And now we'll make a pile of lockpicks.
Like, I'm kind of at odds with the Skyrim lockpick minigame, because on the one hand I understand, but also, like, it's just annoying sometimes because you've got to find the exact perfect angle, and you waste 10 bajillion lockpicks.
Yeah, it's also significantly harder if using the controller as compared to, you know, anything else.
Yeah, like, I honestly prefer how Bloodlines handles lockpicking, where it's like, do you have the lockpick? Great. You do it or you don't, based on your skill.
Alright. I will say, they do appear to have deadened the sensitivity on the lockpicking minigame since last time I played it, which is nice.
Oh, that's neat.
Like, yeah, the lockpick used to move much faster. Which, as you can imagine...
Ooh.
As you can imagine, that was pretty bad for this kind of game. For that kind of...
Absolute hell.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not jump here. I think we would die. Damn you, awning. Alright.
Just here to ruin your day.
Now let's just be a normal
In fact,
person.
they're all over the street.
So what does that tell you? Keep off the street. Try to stay on the rooftops where they can't reach you.
They're all around the car, Spike.
You still have some firecrackers, don't you? Just
Is that a zombie or is he just casually strolling?
easily distracted.
Oh, right.
No, he's just taking a casual saunter.
Also, yes, I should not have approached them. That was stupid.
Perhaps not.
Alright. Let's see, how
To
do
be
I...
fair, they're apparently new, so you couldn't have known.
Yeah. How do I use... Ah, there we go. They're attracted to loud noises. And why do I have a dozen firecrackers? What?
All done with the car, Spike.
I guess that's how many you normally have.
You know, for emergencies.
I swear you have. Yeah, I swear it used to have less, but who knows?
Spike, these freaks are everywhere. If I need to use a trap, how do I activate it?
You can't. I told you, they're only for the night mission.
Shit. Okay.
Ah, okay. Slightly annoying thing about this game, if you pick up a food item, you'll immediately eat it.
Good.
Yeah. Where are we going? There we go. Yeah, I've heard complaints that Crane is
Crane's
like...
a hungry boy. He's got to eat all the food.
Yeah, I've heard complaints that Crane moves like really awkwardly when he clambers early on. Which I can admit, it's a little flow breaking. Sometimes. Yeah, it's a little flow breaking this early on, because you're like super vulnerable this early on. It's great. I did not need to come up here now.
It's quite a contraption you got here.
3 times brighter than an ordinary street lamp. Gives the infected quite the sunburn.
Yeah, so anything you want to talk about?
I don't know, not a ton has happened.
Is there a way to drop this stuff
I
out?
played more Metopia, and I got to like the 3rd kingdom, and I will say I think this batch of new jobs is pretty underwhelming compared to the last batch, but I haven't used them as long, so maybe they'll grow on me.
Yeah, what's like the most interesting job you've unlocked?
I mean, Scientist is fun. I really love Scientist. I was sad that character got yeeted. But, like, I think Tank might be objectively more interesting because they have a gun.
Of course. Very rude of the game to make you come to this building before safe houses are properly introduced. Because this is a safe house building right here. There's no fast travel in this game, but if you die, you respawn from the closest safe house. So, you know, it's important to have safe houses everywhere. Anyway, that was loud. So let's hope a runner doesn't show up in the next 10 seconds. They don't always show up, mine, but, you know. Last thing you want to do is get into a tassle with them. Pronouncing tussle in the weirdest way possible.
A little tussle.
Yeah, this game has a couple of like good, interesting special infected. Most of them aren't that good. It has the spitter, who's nice, and the runner, who's nice,
I mean,
and that's
it is zombies.
Yeah, they've got big burly dude with a hammer who picks up a shockwave for some reason. He's kind of annoying to fight.
What the hell?
Hmm? What the hell? What? The shockwave thing?
I was just, yeah, the shockwave thing.
Yeah, just apropos. Yeah, so for some reason, there's one special infected who like visually progresses and changes over the course of the game, and it's just a big burly dude with a hammer. I have literally no idea why that guy upgrades, but hey, at some point he gets a shockwave to his melee, to his big hammer slam. Which is annoying because the game doesn't tell you about it.
Okay, lights are all set.
Which means there's now another step to dodging that attack, which is dodge backwards and then jump. Jumping and dodging are on the same button. The only difference is whether or not you're moving to the side at the same time. Yeah. Nighttime is interesting. Nighttime is something special we got to deal with, so that's gonna be fun.
Fuck,
and that's power grid breaking.
District went down. What the hell's going on?
Not again. Alright, listen. There's a power substation near you. Go check it out.
I will say, it is refreshing to have a zombie apocalypse where basic amenities like power still work. Power, water, gas,
Yeah,
they're all still
'cause, like,
functioning in Haran.
This blackout has really put us in a tight spot.
Like, it always seems like these apocalypse stories, infrastructure goes down immediately, when I feel like that's just not very realistic.
Yeah, like, heck, we know gas is still working in this city because there's a whole side quest chain devoted to restoring the gas after some nut job turns it off.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little thing because, yeah, it's fun. I'm not gonna spoil it. God, it's just way off to the right, huh? Here, we got the blue pipe.
Yeah, I think, like, what's fun about Dead Rising also is that you're not in the fall of civilization, you're just in a mall.
Yeah. Anyway, here's this dude. He sucks.
Oh, we got a funny guy.
Can we just smack him with this pipe a lot? Right, side. Hi.
Hey, bud.
Can I kick you? No. You get fun skill. I will say, one issue with this game's like combat is that generic zombies are what you'll run into most of the time, and after a certain point, generic zombies mean nothing. The bonus difficulties they've added to the game sort of alleviate the problem. The issue is, changing the difficulty in this game is weirdly difficult.
Oh, how come?
Because there's no difficulty select from like a menu or anything, you have to specifically pick the start from mission option when you go to load up a save file, and just have it start from that file on the new difficulty.
Okay,
So it's all you can only
clunky.
change the difficulty of the given save file from a menu, from the main menu. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure how that interacts with side activities and stuff. Because to be fair, the only
because I feel like that would do some wonky stuff.
because the only time I've used that option is to New Game Plus myself out of a game-breaking glitch I got into, and I started myself all the way over from the beginning.
Oh.
So it's fine. It's because it was a hacked version. I'm pretty sure I'm sure they must have hot patched that thing before the thing I'm sure they must have hot patched that glitch out of the game. Because it wasn't.
One can hope.
Because the glitch isn't in any other version of the game, from what I understand. Yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? Right, yeah, I started over from the beginning because, well, you know. I figured, oh yeah, New Game Plus sounds fun, so clearly all of my side progress did get turned off. Because, you know, I started over from literally the second you step out of the tower. Like, literally this mission, so... I have no idea how the start file from X mission thing affects side content you've done on that file. Presumably it affects it a lot.
Who knows?
Alright, I'll take some electronics. Gas pipe, no. Hey, dude. This dude was vibing.
Listen, everyone's just vibing and you're coming in here killing people.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got? A plain pipe or a pouch? People pay a decent amount for consumables, but the economy's in shambles in this game.
I can't imagine why.
You'll pay several $1,000s for a wooden baseball bat.
Alright, I've got the substation reset. But if the grid shorted once, you know it could happen again, right?
Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Why are you only up now? Isn't there a door I can open? Yes. Alright. the game's being all tense and stuff, but nighttime actually can't start until you finish the tutorial proper, since it's like, since the final mission of the nighttime of the tutorial, the quote-unquote tutorial that we're in right now, is literally you having to run away from a bunch of super infected at night. So yeah, nighttime proper doesn't start. Yeah, because again, this game's like unique gimmick, good night and good luck, which is the tagline. It's quite simply, at night, super zombies come out to play. It really doesn't affect anything.
Okay.
It doesn't really affect that much, because here's the thing. Unlike in certain other games, like How to Survive, you can just skip nighttime in this game from any safe house in existence ever.
Oh.
And nighttime's like super short.
Doesn't Dead Rising also have a thing where the zombies get more powerful at night?
No, it has a mechanic. No, I think that's. I don't know about Dead Rising 1, but I'm pretty sure that's only. Okay, that is in Dead Rising 1. I do believe that's how it's introduced, but I think it might just be plot related. Like, you know,
Okay.
when you reach X mission in the plot, super zombies show up. Because I don't know if that's like an actual mechanic in Dead Rising 1, or if that's just how they explain the super zombies.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, look. Don't worry.
Don't worry, it's fine. Look away.
Just as a
No
note.
problem here.
Zoom. Enhance.
Hey, Doc. This is Kyle Crane.
Kyle Crane and his
Just
telescopic
saw this freaking weird
eyeballs.
Zombies covered in big green blisters.
I'm so glad Kyle Crane has cybernetic eyes that let him zoom in.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the bolter. He won't become relevant for fucking forever because he literally doesn't even spawn until he becomes relevant. And it's annoying. It's very annoying. Anyway, yeah, that's technically the end of the tutorial, because now we get a message, I think.
Okay, give me a sec.
Maybe that was for some... Again, it's been a... There we go. That was the prologue, technically. Anyway, we'll do it in offline mode, because I literally do not have PlayStation Plus on this thing.
No Wi-Fi for you.
I mean, I hope I have Wi-Fi. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking right now.
You know what I meant. Shut.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get PS Plus and become a pro. And become a pro Be the Zombie player.
That's gonna be the hot new Twitch meta, I'll have you know.
Yeah, we'll completely blow Dead by Daylight out of the water. God.
Weren't you like really into Dead by Daylight a couple years ago?
Yeah, I played it a decent chunk. I'm not sure if I ever talked about it that much with you, but I did play it a decent chunk. I wasn't like stupidly
Yeah, I
into
remember
it.
you talking about it a bit.
Yeah. To be fair, we did talk about it quite a bit when the Pyramid Head release got announced, because, you know, fucking Pyramid Head.
Yeah, because I live for Silent Hill getting anything in this day and age.
Yeah.
Just give me a crumb, Konami.
Yeah, like, I'll occasionally pick it up, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the energy for it. It's a competitive game. It's got slightly garbage queue times when you're playing Killer. Or playing anything, really. You know, it's one of those games where you have to wait several minutes, where a round is only like 10, 15 minutes, normally, somewhere in that range. Bit longer if you're dragging it out, bit slower, bit shorter if the opponents are good. Interspersed with several minutes of waiting for the queues to finish up. Which I guess is the curse of all online games, but still, you know, something.
Flashlight and a remote control. You run up on a volatile, give him a face full of UV, or lead him into a trap.
The only games that are even mildly immune to the effect are Mamorphagas like Final Fantasy XIV, just by sheer dint of volume.
Now for the bad news.
Yeah.
Brecken's mission failed.
Shit, is he okay?
He's alive. but you need to get back to the tower. Jade called all the scouts in, and that means you.
Buddy, you want to turn that chair a bit faster? Anyway. Yeah, like, I think we'll get the boosters, because, honestly, you really don't need that many weapons. And who knows, maybe... And we're never gonna pick up the stuff for them, but hey, they could be fun. We could learn
Who
how...
knows? They might be interesting.
Yeah, we could learn how to make... Let's see, super speed, night vision. You know, I will say it, this game can get properly dark, unlike, Skyrim. Yeah, let's see, damage resistance, infinite stamina, which is definitely the good one. And yeah, that's about it. Ah, yes, okay. Yeah. Meh. Yeah, some of the side quests are really worth doing in this game, and some of them just sort of exist. Because the side quests can be unique stories with good rewards. One of the more interesting, quote-unquote, quest lines is the one where you basically gather a bunch of ingredients for, you know, a witch lady, and she'll teach you how to make camouflage potions that make you invisible to zombies.
Ah, I see.
I think what's really funny is that, okay, to be fair, you can't actually, like, craft half of the... What on earth is this objective marker? Okay, that's a bit dumb. Yeah, you can't... Yeah.
You, like, walked around the trigger zone.
Yeah. The fun thing about the quest is, you get a bunch of defective camouflage potions camouflage recipes that the game never gets rid of. And sure, you can't make them because the specific ingredients for it are exclusive to the quest. But you know, you still have them.
I had to spend the night in a safe house.
They do dumb things. One of them flips your screen over so it's upside down. One of them reverses your controls. One of them just makes you walk slowly. They're interesting. They're interesting. That's all I can say about them. Game, I don't think.
Of course.
Game, I think that marker's in the wrong spot. This is the wrong... Oh, no. Okay, no, I'm stupid. This is dumb. Okay, so you know how we were told to come back to the tower to have a meeting with the guys?
Yeah.
Well, first we have to actually call our bosses. Which is not...
God. Finish my job for Spike.
That was not super well tutorialized.
If we don't get some more antis in, then the whole tower's done.
That was
not...
Yeah, that was not well presented.
The sun was setting and I would have gotten caught in the dark.
Yeah, this game has both better load times than Prey, and also has less loading screens than Prey does.
Yeah, Prey is like the gold standard of bad load times.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Bethesda games do get pretty bad because they've got that weird thing where the load times get slower and slower the longer you play them.
Oh, of course.
Right. I don't know why we have to stand in this specific spot to kill our bosses, because, like, we're clearly visible from there.
Crane here.
Report.
I'm about to have a meeting with the tower's leader.
Acknowledged. Confirm his identity and contact us immediately.
Yeah, you're not allowed to move while you're in a call with those guys, but you can look around.
Okay.
I literally...
Like, I can understand that, because they don't want you doing anything that could mess with the audio playback.
Yeah. I do not understand why we needed to call them for that, because that was like 2 seconds saying, oh yeah, by the way, like, I get it, the GRE needs to have some presence in the game before they become antagonists, but that was just kind of nothing. We could have
Like
just called,
having you go out of your way
His
every
mission
5
failed.
minutes to call
Jade called
them
the
is a
meeting in the
bit
tower.
much.
It's my
yeah, it doesn't
opportunity to
show up that
finally meet with
often, but
Brecken and confirm
when
his
it does, it's
identity.
annoying because like there's no reason we couldn't just call. It couldn't just be dialogue while you're running around like normal radio calls are. There's no reason it couldn't be other than the game said so. Oh, hey. Anyone want a knife? The knives suck in this game. We're not
Oh,
getting
fuck.
a knife. Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, but what if you want to be a knife main?
Die. Seriously, knives suck in this game. Here, we'll sell him a chunk of concrete for the knife just to make you happy.
Good job out there, 31. I mean Crane, right?
Do you have a quest for me, or was that... Yeah, I don't know why sometimes they have exclamation marks when they don't have a quest.
Crane. Listen, Brecken and a team of runners went after an airdrop last night. He lost the rest of his team to biters, and then Rise's men ambushed him, beat him to a pulp, and stole the drop. Now Brecken wants to go after the next drop himself.
We're not giving
You
him
can't
points.
let him, and
This
you've
game
got to
gets
back me
0
up.
points for this
Okay?
close-up, by the way.
Yeah. He's so in your face.
Okay.
Love the, like, really heavy mascara and eyeshadow on this lady in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Brecken?
Well, yeah, because she's a woman, so she's not allowed to look anything but gorgeous.
Jade,
Yeah.
who's your friend?
Kyle Crane.
Hey, Brecken.
Look, Brecken, the last thing we need is for you to go back out there. We can figure out another way without jeopardizing you. Right, Crane?
I'll go. I'll do it.
Right. Yes. Crane will go.
Jade,
He'll
what
be
are you
happy
going to
to.
be doing exactly?
Jesus. No offense, friend, but you're as green as grass. You can't just...
Crane will manage. He'll start in the right spot. And Nina's right. You need to be here taking care of the towers, convincing them the world's not over yet.
Oh, hell. Maybe one more try before we go to Rice. Yeah. Okay, fine. Good luck, Crane. Jade, a moment.
Sure. Head for the cauldron. I'll be in touch shortly.
Look, there's something else we need to discuss. Brecken was hurt pretty bad out there. Worse.
Why are
than
you
he
just
was
telling us
thinking.
this?
He took a blow
We
to the head.
we have not
He's
earned your
starting to
trust
have
at all.
seizures, and I
Yeah,
don't
but
have
we're...
any loader traps.
Yeah, but we're a runner, and
I
we just
doubt
came
anyone
out of a
does.
meeting with the dude.
Anti-seizure drugs were being passed out like candy when the infection first started. And the stores ran out weeks ago.
Yes, that's right. How do you know that?
Look, what do you need me to do, Lena?
World's best
There's
secret
a man in
agents.
town named
Jesus,
Gazi. He's not
Crane, you
altogether
fucking
bad.
suck
You know what I mean.
at your
His mother had
goddamn
epilepsy,
job.
so He
Yeah.
used to pick up medicine for her each month. She died 2 years ago. But Gazi kept going to the store to pick up her prescription. He likes his routine, and Gazi can be very insistent. So, they kept giving it to him.
Think he's been stockpiling it all this time?
If he hasn't, I don't know where else we're going to get it from. Gazi lives under the overpass. And don't mention his mother's death. He won't understand.
Yeah, we will be doing that at some point, but Ghazi's also on literally the other end of the zone, so...
Great.
Yeah, he's a little out of the way right now. What else have we got?
Hey, do you have spare keys for 202?
Yep.
Something's going...
I like how they let you just skip individual lines of dialogue, like this is a freaking JRPG or
must
something.
still have a lot of things in that pawn shop of his.
It's great.
Probably a bit of
It's
everything.
very funny. Completely pointless, but very funny. Alright.
Easy.
trying to think. There's like faster side quests we can do. I believe this one
What's going on
barely
here?
wants us to leave the tower at all.
Myers locked himself in the room. We could hear him screaming.
He may have turned.
You hear that?
I can't get this lock. You want to try it?
Yeah, good night, Mr. Bahir. Yes, Crane, thank you. Why did we need to try the door before lockpicking it?
Because Crane's an idiot.
You gotta pick that lock. Oh!
Crane's about as smart as Booker DeWitt is,
Here,
honestly.
you in here?
Help me.
God.
Tell me what's wrong.
I can't move. My chest feels like it's going to explode.
Are you turning?
No. I took antizin and the pain started. Ugh. The vial is on the floor.
Oh, right. Probably one of the more
Are you
important...
allergic to it?
Oh no, it's not actual antizin, it's phony stuff.
Oh, fuck.
You know.
Look, I've got to get out of here. I need to get my wife and kids somewhere safe.
You know, it seems to me this is about the only safe place there is.
Safest place in the slums, maybe, but the slums aren't safe. It's no place for my family. And I found a way out.
You mean out of the slums?
I can't tell you the details, but I need to get across town, and I can't do it without a gun. If you'll get me one, I'll tell you about a place that hasn't been looted yet. I promise you won't regret it.
Well, how do you know this place hasn't been looted?
Because there's only one person that has access to this place, and you're looking at him. Bring me a gun, and the key is yours, as well as everything you find there.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, you're going to get your family killed.
Oh, sorry. Why did you have me pick up the vial and then talk
What
to
you
him
took
again?
is junk.
What?
It's fake. Where did you get this from, Bahir?
Please, I need a doctor.
First, tell me who sold you that.
I can't, I promised. This guy is very useful. He brings me things from the outside.
Yeah, like phony antizin? People could be giving this to their
No.
kids. You want them to go through this?
No! God, no!
Then tell me who sold it to you.
Yusuf. He's one of the scouts. He lives on the roof.
Okay, I'll get Dr. Lena.
Yeah.
No, please, hurry!
Let's see.
What happened? Did you get in?
So,
What?
as a note,
Look, he's not turning, but he needs a doctor.
I say from across the universe. Yeah. So, fun fact about... Yeah. So, fun fact about side quests is that sometimes doing side quests will unlock safe houses for you, which is never marked on the side quest itself. This quest line specific...
Okay.
Yeah, like Goodnight Mr. Bahir
You better have a look at this.
does give you a safe house somewhere, so it's worth doing.
The lot number's wrong. Is this a fake?
How do you know that?
Someone on 21 took it.
What's
and
a
now
lot
he can't even
number?
get off the floor.
Aman, get down to 21 now. Where did he get it from?
Yusuf. He's one of the scouts.
Well, he can't be producing it here. Someone's supplying him.
I'll have a talk with Yusuf.
The sooner the better. Don't hurt him. Just talk to him.
Yeah, we're not going
We're
to...
gonna have a big dumb fight with Yusuf.
Oh, we're not. Yeah. So, we're not going to finish this
Oh,
quest
okay.
yet, because it does require us to fight, like, 3 guys who are cooking fake antizin in the backyard. And, I'm gonna be honest, the human enemies in this game fucking suck to fight. They're not bad fights, per se. They're just tedious, because they just have a random chance of dodging or blocking your attacks. And there's...
Oh, fun.
Yeah, there's ways around it, but you've got to be leveled up, and it's basically just, instead of smacking them, you can shoot them in the face, or more likely, you're going to use one of the insta-kill moves. Specifically, the vault drop-kill move. Which is the only way to deal with enemies.
Okay.
Yusuf?
Welcome to Yusuf's Emporium.
It's less of a
If
fix,
hard to
it's
find, you need
kind
to
of a
find
band-aid
Yusuf.
fix.
Whatever your
It's kind of a
needs,
band-aid
Yusuf has it all.
patch, though.
Yeah, I'm looking for antizin.
Well, of course you are. My friend, this is your most lucky day.
No, Yusuf, it's your lucky day. Because I'm going to give you a chance to come clean and tell me where you got that counterfeit junk you sold to Bahir.
Bahir? Bahir, you say? Do I know this, Bahir?
He nearly died from that phony antizin you sold him.
phony. Are you sure? You're saying it's no good? I just bought 10 vials from those guys. I paid good money.
Which guys?
Well, that's kind of a sensitive issue.
Which guys, Yusuf?
This
I'm
guy
running
is
out
like
of patience.
People are dying.
Building next to the drugstore.
This
A
guy
couple of survivors
is
live there.
incredibly
I don't
pale.
know how many. I've never been inside. They have medicine.
Are we
He
sure?
really
Some of
is.
them are real. I guess from the drugstore.
God,
they
like,
also cook their own stuff. The
he's
guy I
actually
deal with
so
is named
great,
Ben.
it's unpleasant to
Right,
look
now you're
at,
going to
because
burn the
he's
rest
so
of those
bright
vials.
and shiny.
But they cost me a lot of money.
It'll cost you a lot more
He
if I
looks
find you
like
peddling that junk
chrome.
anymore.
You know what he looks like? He looks like an evil character from a freaking Fable game. Am I wrong?
No. Well, I don't know enough about Fable, but I'm assuming you're right.
See, that's the power of girlfriends, people. God. I think the funniest thing is that I'm pretty sure... God, I'm pretty sure you used to be able to just grab this and clamber on it. You couldn't climb over it, obviously, but you could just, like...
Right.
You could just jump on this fence and hang on to the side of it for literally no reason.
For fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this might be a game we spend a lot of time in, just because I like doing the side stuff. This game's dumb, but it's fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's also quite nice looking, all things considered. I mean, ignoring what the human characters look like, it's pretty nice looking.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Human characters, like, always end up looking bad just because that's the nature of video games. What was cutting edge 6 years ago isn't now.
Yeah, that's fair, but that is fair. They still have a bad art style, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, yes, you could take some of the edge off of them with better graphics, but not all of it. Not by a country mile. I mean, they just released the new They just released the Mass Effect remaster, and I still think the creator characters don't look that good.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Oh,
Let's be here.
oh, did that just get released? I hadn't heard about it.
Yeah, Legendary Edition's been out for a couple weeks at this point.
Huh. Like, usually when there are big releases, I see some sort of buzz, but that one just completely passed me by.
Yeah, to be fair, I think you actually have to be, like, somewhere in the Mass Effect sphere to actually hear about it. 'Cause, like,
Probably, but still, Mass Effect is, like, big enough.
yeah, you really would think you would have heard something about it. Alright. The slide move is kind of pointless. You do get a slide kick thing, but nah. The slide's only good for like movement
You get a
flow.
sonic kick.
Yeah. Fun fact: the slide move is one of those upgrades that actually makes your movement worse. That actually makes your controls worse.
Huh. Okay.
Because there are firefights in this game, but if you want to run into cover, you can't. You have to, because once you have the slide move, you'll, slide past the cover. So you have to run, stop, and then crouch behind cover.
Of course.
Yeah. Like, firefights are a decent... They're not like a huge chunk of this game. They're weirdly functional, considering they're just not what this game does. Hey look, we got some throne stars. And coffee. Alright, so when I said we weren't doing this, I was lying, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Real ones.
You were doing a classic prank called lying.
Who told you that?
It's not lying if I fully intended to
I'm
do
just the
it
same
before my
person who
monkey
told me you've
brain
been
said
cooking up
no.
garbage and putting it in fake vials.
Garbage. My formula is 50
I do wish the
times better than
subtitles
that
were a
crap they
little
drop in
easier to read
boxes.
sometimes, but
Not only does it keep you healthy,
Yeah, like they just so much of this game is like blown out midday white building.
yeah,
I'm shutting you
Subtitles
down,
just get lost.
there's a reason you can just change, you can just add an Instagram
well,
filter
Yusuf
to
was
the
right.
game for no
but you're
reason.
fucking dead.
Ah yes, this truly is Sparta. Honestly, I think Rise's goons are way tougher about this.
Just throw shit at them.
Yeah, throw shit. Yeet. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that's a problem.
Problem for another time. Buddy, you were doing so well, too. He blocked 2 of them, and then ate one directly to the crotch and died.
God.
Yeah, there's just like a random chance that you just won't hit them when you attack them, which is why the human enemies in this game aren't that great. Firefights are nice, but, you know, you don't get into firefights that often.
Yeah, I'd imagine guns are hard to acquire.
Oh, right. Alright. Guys, you won't believe this, but I have an idea.
Kick.
Oh, it's even better than that. We'll use this. Guys, do you mind if I just give you a minute?
Just a moment. Hang on. Hang on. Just let me get my things in order.
Oh, wait.
Thank you. Just one more moment, guys. So sorry.
Yeah. Thank you for waiting, buddy.
Thank you for being so patient. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, like he just blocked. Thankfully, I think this weapon might be slightly busted this early on. Considering it more than doubles the attack power, it might be a little busted.
Jesus, yeah. Just a tad.
Yeah, because like for reference, most weapons give like 30 to 40. Like good weapon, like I think this weapon had like 39 or something on it. And then this,
Okay.
yeah, and then Nightclub added, and this Nightclub has 97. You know, there is some math involved.
Loved watching his arm freak out.
Oh, of course. There's no reason to do this other than I can. Monkey brain.
It's a little goofy.
Of course, it does electrify them and set them on fire at the same time, so perhaps I don't need to care.
Holy shit.
Here, let me put you out with my foot. Come on. Buddy, I think you're charbroiled right now.
How is he not dead?
There we go. Oh, cool, he had a med kit on him. And now this is
So I
my
will
safe
say,
zone.
once you like turn in this quest, I'll probably tap out.
Alright, that's fair.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, but Yusuf tipped him off that I was coming.
I was afraid of that. Brecken was going to lock him up, but he'd already slipped out.
Now, if he comes back, I'm gonna have a word with him.
Not if Bahir gets to him
What
first.
a shit.
Anyway, that quest is done. Do we want to call our bosses before you leave?
Oh, yeah, let's call our bosses. I expected that quest to have another wrinkle.
Cool. God, I keep forgetting which... Is there something weird with the physics on the stairs? No, maybe I just don't know how to walk straight.
Perhaps.
Yes, this nightclub is quite helpful, as you would imagine. Being, you know, something like 3 times stronger than most weapons right now. Very helpful.
Just, you know, slightly.
Yeah, I think the issue is, like, the issue with how this game works in terms of difficulty is that the zombies don't really scale that much with you. Like, eventually...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, late game, you'll get shit like swords that just cleave straight through 6 zombies at once. It's great. Yeah, I think once you get over, like, 100... I think once you get over, like, 100 or 200 120 damage or so, you'll start one-shotting zombies. If it's a cutting weapon.
Crane here.
Okay.
Tower boss is named Brecken, and he's definitely not your man. The other likely suspect is this warlord, basically. Local guy. Calls himself Rise. He's hoarding antizin and then gouging the hell out of anybody who wants to buy some. I'm on a mission to get antizin from the airdrop. If I don't succeed, they'll have to come up with something else.
Acknowledged. Good job, Crane. You're doing well. Stay on task, and we'll be in touch. Be sure to call us immediately if and when you get that antizin.
Yeah, the shimmy shuffle. Alright.
Oh, why do they let you do this?
What, you mean turn around? You mean look at stuff? You mean use your camera?
Yes.
You mean see your own feet, which is not that
Yeah,
common in video
why do they
games?
let you do this? Huh? Riddle me that, Rachel.
Who?
Parkour fever.
There we go. Ow.
I'm just imagining Crane gets off the phone with his boss. She's like, great job. Keep up the good work. He immediately falls backwards off a roof and snaps all his bones.
Don't worry, he applied gauze and alcohol. A bit primitive, but it'll do. Yeah. Alright then. Well, next time we'll be doing War Crime Simulator, so goodbye everyone.
Oh, hell yes. Goodbye.